Welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite quantity back again with another vlog. So let's get into it. Today's vlog is strictly a Q&A. I asked y'all to give me some of the questions that you guys had for me, and y'all delivered. Now, I am going to be looking down every once in a while because I do have the questions typed out. Let's get started because I don't want to make this too long. So the first question: how do you manage working out after surgery? For those of you who don't know, I am a bariatric patient. I had gastric bypass October 29th last year. And so one of the easiest things for me to manage my workouts is to create a schedule. I don't want to just go to the gym and be like, oh, okay, what am I doing today? I don't like to do that. So I did a lot of research. I did research on weight loss. What's the best workouts to do? What's the best gym equipment to use? If I'm at home, what's the best workouts at home to do? How can I break this down into a 3-day split? I wanted to do strength training. I also wanted to add in calisthenics. I also want to tighten up loose skin. I want to lose weight while building muscle. So all of that played a part in how I built my keyword. All of this played a part in how I built my workout schedule. The second question, well, you know what? I'm going to come back to this question last because this was literally my most asked question. How did you start your wellness journey? I started my wellness journey way before I had weight loss surgery. The reason that I got weight loss surgery was only due to health issues. But my wellness journey actually started almost 2 years before that. I was already trying to lose weight. I was already walking and running sometimes. I wasn't as active, but I was doing it. I ended up losing 70 pounds naturally and just kind of hit a stall and couldn't even lose any more weight. Manjaro helped me lose a few pounds, and then I want to say I was on Manjaro for a couple of months before I made the decision, or before I was approved for bariatric surgery. And then I've lost 30-something pounds since surgery. Now, to backtrack, my mindset changed way before the surgery. My mindset changed way before the GLP-1. My mindset changed way before I lost the weight naturally. The mindset is the number one thing that has to take place. If you lack discipline, if you have a negative mindset, I'm sorry, like, you're not going to get very far. And that's just the honest to God truth. So, how do you ignore the food noises? Honestly, I don't have a lot of food noises. Most of the time that the food noises come, it's because that time of the month is getting ready to come. If I want a snack, I'm a snack. A lot of people feel like in order to lose weight, they got to cut out every single thing that they like to eat. That's not the case. You don't have to cut out everything. Just be cautious at how much you're eating it. Eat it in moderation. If you're going to get a honey bun, don't eat the whole freaking honey bun knowing that it's 600 something calories. Eat 1/3 of the honey bun. If you are a snacker, I suggest finding desserts and finding snacks that can satisfy your sweet tooth. I love a payday, but the sugar in that thing is absolutely crazy. If I could find a sugar-free snack or a low-calorie snack that is a replica of a payday, I'll be good to go. As a matter of fact, I got a payday right now in my cabinet. But if I sit here and eat a whole payday, yes, I'm going to put in extra work. One thing that I would say is learn how to balance it all. You don't have to give up what you like altogether. You just have to be careful how much you intake. How do you stay on track? Listen, this part I am learning how to do, okay? Honestly, I just wing it. I'm not going to lie. One of the apps that I tried recently, and when I say recently, I've been trying it for the past few months, is the Lose It app. Yeah, it's not working for me. Moving forward, starting Monday, I'm actually going to be tracking my macros by the template that I created. The most basic answer that I can give you is I currently don't, but starting on Monday, I will be keeping track. And I'll let you know, of course, in my wellness diaries how things are going. Do you have problems with constipation? Yes. Do I have constipation issues? Absolutely. That is why I'm on medication for it. Not only do I take prescription medication for it, I also take coconut coat, which has also been helping me keep regular. How do you order when eating out? Honestly, kids meal are the best way to go. If it's something that I want that's not on the kids meal, if my kids are with me, I'll ask them if they want to split a meal with me. 9 times out of 10, my daughter will split the meal with me. If none of them are with me and it's something that I want that's not on the kids meal, I'm going to order that meal. I also look at the amount of protein in the meal. I look at the amount of calories in the meal. And I also look at the fiber in the meal. Now, I'm going to get my fiber in either way it goes. So fiber isn't a big deal to me when it comes to me eating out, but definitely the protein and the calories are. If y'all hear some noise up in the background, that is my washing machine going crazy. If you have a problem, because sometimes our eyes are bigger than our stomach. Okay. And you may eat and be like, oh man, I ate too much. And sometimes it's not about you just eating too much. You just ate too fast and you didn't give your food enough time to digest. If you have a problem with chewing slowly, then make sure that you are putting your fork, spoon, or food completely down as you're chewing. So you're not adding more food in your mouth before you're even swallowing that food, which will cause your stomach to just hold too much or get too full. Do you only eat sugar-free items? No, surely do not. I just told y'all that I got a payday up in there in my cabinet. It ain't sugar-free. I don't even think they got sugar-free paydays. If they do, I never saw them. There are many things that I eat that are not sugar-free. Just because you eat something that's sugar-free doesn't mean that you're going to gain weight from it. Again, eat in moderation. That is the key. Eat in moderation. If you don't know how to eat in moderation, don't touch it at all. There are some iced oatmeal cookies at Dollar Tree that I absolutely love. Let me tell you something. I lack self-discipline when it comes to those oatmeal cookies. So guess what? I just don't buy them. At some point, you got to tell yourself, you know what? Since I can't control myself, if you know for a fact it's something that you just crave, something that you know for a fact it is one of your favorite foods, it is one of your favorite snacks, and if it is in your possession, you are not going to have self-discipline. Do not proceed. Do not pass go. Do not purchase. I don't know how many other ways I could say don't do it, don't get it. How do you plan your meals? I'm a very detailed person. So there's a few things that I do when it comes to me planning my meals. Now, what I'm getting ready to show you is not mine. It's actually my kids' list because mine is very simple. However, it is the same format. First thing I do is I start off with what I want to do for the month. This list is literally a breakdown of what I'm going to cook each week. And I do this by the month. So after that, I then proceed to write out my grocery list for each week based off of my meal plan. Everything that on this list does not mean that this is everything that I have to buy. It's just everything that is needed for my meals. That is how I meal prep my stuff, and I always plan it at least 2 weeks in advance. So for the month of August coming up, that meal plan will be created by this Saturday. And it honestly won't be this much to do because at that point, I'll only have to create one meal since the kids will be in school for breakfast and lunch. So the only thing that I would be worried about is dinner. And I typically just wing it Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, the final question, my most asked question, how do you walk so much? It is so easy. A lot of people, I feel like, make it more difficult than what it has to be. For one, set a goal. I get it. People always 10,000 steps, 10,000 steps, 10,000 steps, 10,000 plus steps. Make sure you get your steps. Make sure you get your steps. Make sure you do this. Make sure you do that. Listen, make your own personal goal. It is such a great feeling to make a goal and accomplish it and to see yourself achieving every single time. Depending on how much you walk, You might want to set your first goal for 3,000 steps a day. Honestly, you'll be surprised at how much you walk. If it's a day that you have a lot of errands to run, make sure that you're parking your car far away from the store. If you're in the store, I don't care if you're on a time crunch, start to speed up. Pick up your pace, sweetheart. The faster you walk, the more steps you're going to get in. Let's get it going. You're not out there to stroll. You got to break a little sweat. If you're reading a book, stand up, march in place. If you have a walking pad like I do, walk on your walking pad as you're editing your content. Walk on your walking pad as you're reading your book. Walk on your walking pad as you're reading your Bible. Walk on your walking pad as you're watching TV. If you're washing dishes, walk in place. If you're at work, take the stairs if y'all have it instead of the escalator. Park farthest back from, the door or from the front gate. There are ways to get your steps in. You just have to be willing to make them changes. And there's so many things that you can do. And when you make those changes, you'll quickly see how those steps are going to start adding up. Say your first goal is 3,000 steps a day. Once you hit that first goal of 3,000 steps, increase it to 5,000. Push yourself. Once you consistently hit those 5,000, push it to 7,000. Once you consistently hit those 7,000, push it to 10,000. If steps is what you're after, then those are the things that you can do. What I will say is if steps are what you're after, then you want to make sure that you have the right type of equipment. You can also use the Strava app. If you don't have a Garmin or an Apple Watch or something, then use the Strava app. There's also other apps out there, but I personally used the Strava app before I even got my Apple Watch, and the Strava app is very, very good as well. You just have to have your phone on you as you're doing the workout, and Strava will calculate it for you. That concludes the Q&A that I have for you guys. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, if it was helpful in any type of way, then like, comment, hype it up, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything, honey. Come on and join the Faithfully Fit fam. Like, you're going to love it over here. And, just thank y'all. I am really grateful for y'all in the community, and I can't wait to see how we continue to grow. But yep, until then, stay blessed, and don't forget to drop your questions in the comments so I can answer them for y'all.